Welcome to e-learning platform of Kadi Sarva Vishwavidyalaya. This is a presentation on demand and supply, and topic name is Law of Demand. This presentation is delivered by Dr. Shweta Sadanand Singh Thakur. Me myself, the faculty of Srimati M.P. Patel Commerce College and Center for Professional Courses. As I have already discussed that today's topic is Law of Demand. The law of demand is commonly observed in the market behavior of individuals. According to this law, other things being equal, as the price of a commodity falls, its quantity demanded rises, and if its price rises, its quantity demanded will fall. Thus, we can see that there is an inverse relationship between the quantity demanded and the price. Now, many economists has been mentioned the definition. One is from the Alfred Marshall, C.E. Ferguson, Paul A. Samuelson. Many person has comment on the definition of law of demand. Other things assumed to be constant means we can say such as price of related commodities, income of the consumer, taste and preference of the consumer, and various other factors which affects the demand. If there is any change in these factors, then the law may not hold true. For example, if along with the increase in price, the income of the consumer also increases, then the inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded of a commodity may not remain true. To illustrate this, the relationship between the quantity of a commodity demanded and its price, we make use of demand schedule and the demand curve. Before this, the law of demand, how it operates, can be seen on the screen at present. Here, the yellow line mentions when the price goes up. Okay, and the green line is representing the quantity demanded goes down. Here, in the next time, the green line is representing the down arrow key. Right? When the price goes down, at that particular moment, the quantity demanded goes up, which is indicated by yellow arrow, which is upward sloping. Now, I can say that the relationship between price and quantity is inverse, which is very important and it should be noted. After this, let me mention some of the assumptions to the law of demand. The assumptions of law of demand are: there is no change in income of the consumers, there is no change in the quantity of product, there is no substitute of the commodity, the prices of related commodities remains the same, there is no change in customs, there is no change in taste and preference of the consumers, the size of the population remains the same, the climate and weather conditions are same, the tax rates and other fiscal measures also remains the same. The changes will occur only in the price of the commodity. So, the law of demand have an inverse relationship between quantity demanded and price. Look at this. This is the table, or we can say schedule of price and demand. Here I have taken two variables. Number one is price, another is quantity demanded. Price is measured in rupees and quantity demanded is measured with kilogram. You can see here, when the price is 15 rupees, quantity demanded is 2 kg. When the price is 14, quantity demanded is 3 kg. Price is 13 rupees, quantity demanded is 4 kgs. Price is 12 rupees, quantity demanded is 5 kgs. When the price goes again down, that is 11 rupees, quantity demanded increases from 5 to 6, that is 6 kgs. When price becomes rupees 10, quantity demanded 7 kgs. When price becomes 9, Demand is 8 kgs. We can see from the schedule that as the price is going down and down and down, quantity demanded is moving up, that is increasing. This can be seen with the help of diagram also. Let us go through with the diagram. Here there are two axes, one is x-axis, another is y-axis, which is mentioned with a blue line. X-axis represents the quantity demanded, that is in kg. Now, the price of wheat per kg, which is mentioned in rupees on the y-axis. On the y-axis, the price is mentioned that rupees 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. That is the scale. Here the quantity demanded is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, when the price of the wheat is rupees 15 per kg, people has purchased 2 kgs of wheat. When wheat price goes down, that is the 14 rupees, the consumer consumes 3 kgs of wheat. When price goes to 13, consumer consumes 4 kgs of wheat. When price goes to 12 rupees, consumer consumes 5 kgs. When price goes to 11 rupees, then consumer consumes 6 kgs of wheat. When again the price goes down to rupees 10, consumer consumes 7 kgs of wheat. And it's so on, which clearly indicates that as the price is going down from 15 to 9, in the same manner quantity demanded increases from 2 to 8. Now, the intersection points A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are the points through which a downward sloping line from left to right is moving. That is in the brown color. This line indicates capital D dash. This is known as demand curve. Okay, this is known as demand curve. Demand curve is downward sloping. Again, demand curve is downward sloping from left to right. This is the law of demand which we have discussed. I have gathered all the detailed information from these two resources. Even you can go through with this. And till that, goodbye. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.